Well, welcome back, everybody, to From the Ashes Shorts, or soon to be named or renamed From the Ashes, a tier list. I'm here with my buds, and we are going to continue our list with our next episode, which is our 7th episode. Isn't that right? Yeah. Sorry,
Yep. The
I had to
lucky
count.
7 doesn't feel like it.
Lucky number 7 with the 7 that we're going to be doing. And so for this episode, we have got a good selection, not okay. So, there's going to be these episodes where there's a few aliens that we're just going to be like, and move on. So this possibly could be this episode. I don't know. But anyways, that being said, we are going to do this, and we have got a recap for you. And that recap was earlier sent to my dear bud, Grim. And I would love to have Grim recap all of the aliens that we have done thus far. Arson's loving it too. Like, he's like, finally a break.
I'm loving the fact that I don't have to do anything. Because I'm not doing this ever.
Don't worry. Arson's doing the last episode. He's going to recap everything.
My contract. I'm just going to be quiet the whole time.
Okay. In S tier, we have Diamond Head, Cannonbolt, Swampfire, XLR8, Upgrade, Heat Blast. I was going to say Ice Guy. Big
Guy.
Chill.
What are you, Ben 23?
Ice Guy.
Yes. Feedback, Humongousaur, and Ultimate Swampfire. In A tier, we have Forearms, Ultimate Humongousaur, Ripjaws, both versions of Upchuck, Goop, and Grey Matter. In B tier, we have Brainstorm, Gravitack, Ultimate Cannonbolt, Shock Squatch, Wild Mutt, Spider Monkey, Ball Weevil, Blocks, who is it? Wildvine,
Who is that?
Chromastone,
We're going to be here all day at this point, man.
Lodestar, Echo, okay. In C tier, we have Lodestar, Echo, Jetray, Molestache, Stinkfly, Kick and Honk,
Nanomech, Ultimate Monkey.
Nanomech.
Monkey,
Yeah.
Ultimate Monkey.
Ultimate Spider Monkey,
Ultimate
Water
Gorilla.
Hazard, Pexy Dust, Ultimate Big Chill, and in D tier, we have Crash Hopper. I forgot who that is. Walkatrout, yeah, the worst.
How could you forget the best?
And Ultimate Wild Mutt.
The worst, if I recall, Grim wanted to put at the top of S tier.
More like the peak.
As a joke, obviously, but all right, so there you go. That was a complete something. That was interesting.
You do it next time.
Ice Guy.
Ice Guy. So if you guys didn't realize, when he started doing that, if you're watching this on YouTube, it popped up at the top of the screen, and you could have gone along with us and seen that whole cluster. You know what? But moving on, we've got 7 new aliens that we are going to talk about this week. And what is the first one we're going to talk about, Arson?
One that nobody even knows exists anymore. Spitter.
So,
I think the silence is basically a dead giveaway.
Yeah. So let's open up this discussion with Grim. Grim, tell us your love for Spitter.
He spits. Peak cinema.
That's it, like, aside from his very alien design, which I like a lot, he spits.
Yeah, I do like his design, but I feel like that's the case. Just a lot of aliens that don't get much screen time. They just have really cool designs, and then they go nowhere.
Yeah, it's just for toys. Like, ooh, look at this alien, very alien-like.
I mean, to be fair, he kind of looks like a catfish.
It's the whiskers, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's not even like they're not like really huge whiskers. They're kind of more like appendages, not appendages, but like little things that just stick out.
Mm-hmm. Like little fingers on the side of his mouth. I don't know. Anyways, so I don't have much to say about him because I don't really remember him that much. I know him. Did he have what was his transformation? Did he have any type of?
No, he did not have a
I don't think he did.
transformation.
Yeah.
He was only used by Ben 10,000 when fighting Vilgax.
Yeah. So I have. He doesn't have much screen time at all. And to be fair,
I love that he brought him again. It's a case of like, geez, what's this guy's backstory? What's Ben 10,000's experience with him?
right?
Considering he pretty much confidently brought him out while Vilgax had him tackled, and just like Spitter has enough force to propel a mechanized, upgraded version of Vilgax back, which goes to show how powerful the Spitter is in terms
Yeah.
of spitting capabilities. I also love how he inflates when he spits. Like his whole like head, I guess, like inflates, and he just like spits like all of his, I don't know what it is,
His goo.
juice, his goo, spits it all out right at Vilgax, and it just like pushes it, like sends him kind of flying back a bit.
So
which is really nice, but that's all he does. He
Yeah.
spits him back, and then he just transforms into another alien.
So, in all honesty, I really don't have a preference for this guy, but if I did, he would definitely be in D tier. Like, so I'm gonna sit out for this for you guys and let you place him where you believe he should be placed.
It all comes down to design, Grim. And I love this guy's design compared to like basically nearly everybody in D tier, but I know that at least even Topic did more than this guy.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes down to design, man. Does the
It really
design
does.
and the potential for the ability outshine what most of the aliens in D tier have already done?
See, when it comes to his ability, I always thought that was like some sort of like, like some sort of like puke or like stomach acid, right? So I always thought he was kind of like the reverse of Upchuck. Maybe he could like burn through stuff with the acid stuff. And I know that's all speculation and stuff, but I always thought that was kind of cool just as an idea. So I feel like he could have had more potential than everyone else in D tier. And I do like his design a lot. I want to say C tier, but I literally can't put it aside from just the very bottom of C tier.
It also feels like, I don't know, it feels like a one-time like use, because like he quickly transforms into Spitter, and like he's already like inflated, and he spits that stuff out, and then he transforms into another alien. So is it like, does he have to like recharge that, or like does it like refill instantly? Like what's the
Maybe
cooldown time between spitting?
maybe it's like maybe it is just like a reverse of Upchuck, where instead of eating stuff, he has to like drink stuff. Like I just imagine a scene of him drinking like a lake's worth, and then he
Yeah.
just spits out the. So
His head is so
like a
inflated.
cool enough concept, but he just doesn't do
Yeah,
anything.
But see, I think that like with Ben 10,000, because he has a grasp of how to switch in between whenever he needs them, right? So he used him because look, he has over 10,000 freaking aliens, like for real. So that being said, he
this was
probably
future Spitter too, so
yeah.
if kid used them, it'd probably look different than
Right.
adult.
But what I'm saying is that he used him when he needed him, and that was it. So he probably just needed that one spit, and then let's move on to somebody else that can help move this fight along. You know what I mean? So maybe he can do that continuously, but maybe Ben did not want him to. Maybe he just was like, let's do this and set this up for something else. And that's probably what it was, is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a combo opener. That's all he is.
Pretty much.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. He was part of Ben's combo. But to me, that makes sense though, like because Ben has all concepts of how to use every alien to their perfection, and he can switch between them and not have to wait for that timer to go off. And and he did that specifically for that moment. Not saying that's the only time he's ever used them. Obviously, it's not, but that's the only time we've seen it. So I just can't justify giving him too much of a high grade. He does have a cool look. I do like that, but I don't know. Again, my opinion doesn't matter. I just wanted to throw that out there because you guys were talking about that. So where would you guys place him? And here you guys thought we'd get through this guy real quick. It's been 10 minutes.
I'll throw him a bone. I'd say he goes above Topic. I love Spitter's design a lot more than Topic. And although Topic did more, kind of, that's basically it. He kind of did more.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with Walkatrout, but,
Walkatrout's funnier.
Yeah, Walkatrout has more entertainment value. Again, if Spitter literally just had, like, more scenes, he
All right.
already would have been better than worst in Walkatrout.
So,
Yeah.
But as it stands, above Topic. And
all
that's
right.
it.
So we still got Grim. Grim stated that he said pretty much the highest he can go is bottom of C tier, right?
Yeah.
So is that where you still stand to, or what is? You never really said that was your choice. What is your choice?
No. I agree with Assassin. He makes valid points, and the more I think about it, like his design, while I do like it, I don't know. I don't think his design is better than how Walkatrout's is funny, if that makes sense.
So above Topic.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got our first placement, and that is in the D tier, just so you guys
And
know.
we're going to be stuck here for the rest of the episode before we can even get to anybody else.
And now here comes my favorite. That's right. And he is like, I don't know. Just
let me tell you something.
I was about to do that. You took it from me.
Let
me tell you something. But anyway, so as you guys know, it's Wraith. Or Wrath. Wraith.
Wraith?
It's the Wraithy Wrath. The
got
Wrathy Wraith.
DBD on the mind.
Yeah,
I'd grab
apparently.
a frying pan and knock it out of you.
You should. So anyways, Wrath. Wrath is by far my favorite alien of Ben 10. And like
voiced by the legendary John DiMaggio.
Yep, aka Bender.
AKA Jake the Dog.
AKA so many others. So he even did the Joker. So yeah. So Arson, tell me what you think about Wrath.
What is there to say about Wrath that literally hasn't already been said by the man himself? He had the strongest debut episode, aside from Cannonbolt. Like, he had the strongest debut episode I think I've ever seen for an alien.
Agreed.
Not a single scene where this man did not step up to the plate and prove himself in both metal and sheer will. The second... I mean, he got blasted by the Riedel brothers, and, like, the only thing that got destroyed was his plate of food.
Yeah.
Not a scratch on him. Let me tell you something, Riedel. A man's food is his castle. And then when they got attacked by the incursions later on, let me tell you something. I'm coming over. But you need a spacesuit. Whatever. And then literally at the end of the episode, who could forget? Did you just eat a baby?
Did you just eat a baby?
Oh my gosh.
I just jumped down your gullet and I will do it again and knit your intestines into a sweater.
He's just so amazing. Like, so, recently I did get to watch through the Omniverse episodes, and there's one episode where I can't think of her name, but she has control of cats. and she took control of Wrath, and he was all prettified and everything. Do you remember that episode? Like,
I tend not to remember it too much because those were the episodes where I was just like, oh, come on, man.
they made Wrath look horrible, but in the same sense, it was great. Like, look, Wrath has been like present the whole time. Like he's
had a strong presence ever since he first appeared.
Right. And I think he is one of Ben's best aliens. And
He was so good, he even had to appear in the reboot.
Oh, was he in the reboot?
He was.
Oh, see,
not
look,
to the same charm as being voiced by John DiMaggio.
What? They had somebody else voice him?
Yeah, they had somebody else voice him, and
Gosh.
to be honest, it wasn't that great. It was fine, but it's not John DiMaggio, so
yeah.
I mean...
John DiMaggio's just got that presence about him. Like, he really does. Like, maybe it's the ginger in me, you know. But like I love that guy, and his voice work for Wrath is some of the best. Like, could you imagine putting Wrath's voice inside a Bender's body?
Let me tell you something, Fryman.
Be like, whoa, what was that?
Can't even forget one of his best designs. Again, going back to the Heroes United crossover, absolutely best design for Wrath. Loved it so much. Such a good design. The detail with the fur, just everything. It was good. His best design. He was never seen again because, you know, you don't have the budget to make it look that good.
Yeah. He's just, man, he's just amazing. Like,
although to be fair, Generator Rex's art style is pretty good in general. So.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't think I even seen that part, but because I couldn't find that episode. But that being said, though, like, I can't see putting him anywhere else but in S for me. Like, there's no way that nobody can talk me out of taking him out of S. I don't even care where in S.
All right, Grim, we gotta drag him down to 18. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure, like, we couldn't even do it even if we tried. He's just too goated.
He's, like I said, I don't care. To me, and this is saying something because I know you guys are going to agree to this, but to me, he's above Diamond Head. But that's just my personal feelings about him. If I'm trying to be realistic, I don't see anybody putting him above Diamond Head, like you guys, especially. I could be wrong, but as long as he's an S, I'm happy. So, what do you guys say? Where do you think he belongs?
Well, Grim,
did you just eat the baby?
He's like that line right there.
The funniest. That has to be the funniest thing in all of Ben 10. Like I love Wrath, and I don't think there is a single funnier alien than Wrath.
No, there isn't.
Like, single-handedly. I genuinely don't think there's any alien that is legitimately funnier.
He's the best.
He's a really great alien. He's probably like my third favorite, just from... Was he Alien Force or was he Ultimate? I think he was Alien Force, right? Like, towards the end of it? Or did he appear in Ultimate Alien first?
It was Alien Force, wasn't it, Arson?
I could have sworn
it was Alien Force when he first appeared.
Yeah. Like, he's easily my top 3 of Alien Force. I love him so much. He is S tier. I don't think I could put him above Swampfire, though.
Dude, he's just so good. He steals the show every time he appears.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any other alien that literally steals. Not even Alien X has the amount of presence and swagger that Wrath has.
Dude, when he first appeared, man, it was so amazing. I loved it. Like
even Azimuth turned into him, and Azimuth couldn't resist acting like Wrath. Let me tell you something, Vilgax.
It was so cool that we got to see some of his people because
Azimuth
they're the ones
will hunt you down even though you were standing right in front of him.
But they
were then there's like the one where like I think it was like the Echo, like when he turned into multiple Bens. like in the beginning, like he was Wrath and he ripped the tank top like off the Forever Knight's like tank. So like he looked into him, and before he could start doing anything, I think he got a phone call from Gwen, and he like held the phone in between like his index and
His
thumb.
fingers. Yeah.
He's like, hello. And then just like whispering, let me tell you something, Gwen Tennyson.
Oh, he's so funny.
Oh, he's
So
he's
salty,
amazing.
too.
But yeah, the
Even
good thing
like
is,
even started like I think he like fell and he like left a wrath-sized hole in the ground. Stupid wrath-sized hole, and he started stomping on it.
Oh yeah.
I remember that too. But the thing is like he's even had such a presence that we get to see some of his other species. They were at the table when the talks were occurring, when we're trying to get everybody to become
And that
tree
was
speedy.
the bombshell. That was the bombshell that they dropped. That wrath species is very. Why did I forget the word? Very
Sensitive?
very no, not like sensitive, but like well, yeah, they are sensitive, but very self-conscious about
Oh
There we go.
wearing
Yeah.
clothes.
yeah.
And
Oh
so
yeah.
that was when you know that so all this time Wrath was yes he was fighting buck naked.
That I forgot it, but that is hilarious too. Yeah. So we did find out that little bit of information. So
I think after that episode, I think in Omniverse, like yeah, they kept Wrath's original design for the most part, but I think after that episode they made it so
He had
he
the
wore
wrestler.
a luchador wrestler outfit,
yeah. Yep.
which is fine. I don't mind it.
Wrath is wrath. I don't care.
I thought it would have been funny either way if they just still kept them butt naked.
Uh-huh. And had more interactions with the species. Like, oh, put some clothes on.
Naked.
Let me tell you something. Put some clothes on. Oh gosh. Okay, so where an S. So Grim said not above Swampfire, which means accelerate. But, like at least between him.
I don't know. I would say he's above Swampfire.
I think he's easily above Swampfire. To be fair, I
Not
think
above Cannonbolt.
See,
Above Swampfire.
but see, Cannonbolt has had so like
Cannonbolt is literally the perfect balance of every single thing
yeah.
that an alien should be. Goofy, serious. He's the whole package.
Yeah.
Wrath is also the same thing, but not as much.
He's unhinged a little bit more.
Yeah.
A lot more. But I 100% agree with you. Like, as much as I like Swampfire and Accelerate and Upgrade and all of them, I have to put him third on that list. I don't think, like, if you have, which is funny because, you know, Mount Rushmore, if you have a Mount Rushmore of Ben 10 aliens, these guys would be definitely the top three. Like, for sure, the three of the four faces. And to be fair, with Grim saying behind and both of us saying above, he's going to go above. So that's just the way it works. And by the way, last week you talked about how I don't go through and like, okay, I don't factor in everybody's vote. But I was listening to an episode before. No. Oh, no. Arson did.
Okay.
And I was listening to last a couple weeks ago episodes, and I was 100% factoring in everybody's votes. So I don't want to hear that crap. Anyways,
trying to get everyone to turn on each other.
Right. So all right. So there we go. Wrath or Wraith, I guess.
Don't forget his transformation either.
Wrath's transformation is the bomb. Okay, there you go. I said it. Bring it back to
bomb
90s.
Diggity!
The bomb diggity.
Say the whole thing, or else it doesn't count.
Sorry. Wrath's transformation is the bomb diggity.
There you go.
So,
did you just eat the baby?
Oh my gosh, I need that sound clip, I swear.
Moving on before this episode spirals out of control, we're moving on to freaking amphibian.
Yes, we are. So Arson, why don't you open the floor and let us know what your thoughts are?
Out of the Andromeda 4, aside from Terraspin, this might have been my favorite one. I don't know, there's something about the jellyfish aesthetic. And also the fact that he, like Chromastone, he's just one of Ben's most powerful aliens, but he literally doesn't decide to use them at all.
Yeah.
And when he does use them, it's for zappy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just shoots lightning, and that's it. Let's just ignore the fact that he can go intangible, can go through any power source and fast travel through it, is telepathic, and yes, can shoot lightning.
He's a pretty, I'm going to put this like Grimwood. He's a pretty solid alien. Like, and his aesthetics are great. Like, I like the way he looks. You know, I think he's a darn good looking alien. Like for Ben.
For Grim.
For
Grim.
Grim.
I'm sure Grim would like to have that in his playlist. A jellyfish.
I mean, he's really cool looking. Like I do like him, but
I love him. He's great.
But the fact that he doesn't have a lot of screen time is another thing.
Yep.
And we all know where this is going because a lot of the times the ones with screen, you have to have a major impact and have very little screen time to make it at least a B, I would say.
Again, it's one of those things where the only time you really see Amphibian use his full potential is not even when Ben turns into him. It's when, I forgot his name, when, you know, the guy literally shows off his abilities for himself.
Oh.
And then Ben never uses them.
Yeah. So, I don't know, Grim, what do you think of this one?
I like him.
Not your favorite aquatic alien. I don't even know if he's like
not
entirely
at all.
aquatic.
Not even close, I wouldn't say.
No. He
I know he's a jellyfish, but has he ever really been in water?
I think he's been in water like a few times. He's not my favorite aquatic, and he's not my favorite electric. But he is incredibly unique. He's got a great design. He's my third favorite of the Andromeda aliens. He's just not used enough, and it's such a crime. It really is.
It is a shame.
I think he deserves a B.
The potential is there. He could have been A, even S.
He could have. He legit
could
could
your
have.
potential away, like many of the aliens on this list.
I don't know if I could put him that high, though.
Remember what they took from you.
You would put him in C?
I don't know. Okay, not to bring up a sore subject, but that means putting him above Echo.
To be honest, Amphibian might be one of the aliens I do love above Echo.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't have that much use. Well, okay, he's not used
He's got
that
a
much.
lot of use.
I worded that completely wrong. I knew I was going to get attacked after that.
He's got so much use.
He does have so much use.
Never uses them.
Right.
In terms of that, he'd rather use someone else.
Okay, I can see putting him in B, but if we did, he has to be low B.
So below Chromastone? Like very bottom?
Either right below or right above. One of those two.
That's kind of where I see it, honestly. I don't see him better than Chromastone.
Yeah. Let's say
now
you,
I'm
Graham.
in a dilemma because I think he's better than Spider Monkey, but I also don't think he's better than Chromastone.
No, see? Something's come back and to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, finally. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, no, that's fair. He could go behind Chromastone. I think it's pretty good that he got this high to begin with. So
he really deserved it. He kind of got robbed.
Yeah.
Wonder why they didn't, just because he didn't sell enough toys, or
I guess it's just because maybe it was also that with a mix of animating him would probably be a little weird, considering he's one of the more ethereal.
Such a pain.
Yeah, he's more of an ethereal kind of swift alien instead of the more rugged and rough hitting aliens.
All right, well there you go. Bottom of B. So our next one is basically a 2-for-1. Isn't that right, Arson?
Energy. I love his Russian accent.
Energy.
Same.
I feel like we need Flurp in here for this.
Energy.
Energy.
Analogy. I feel like I need to say that too. So, thoughts? Anything on? I'll open the floor. Whoever wants to say it first.
You first. Grim.
Okay. I love Energy. He's so cool. Definitely like. Is he my favorite ultimate alien? No, probably not. He's close. But I love suits of armor.
One.
I love suits of armor, right? And Energy is literally just a dude in a suit of armor. Like, obviously he's more than that, but like,
it's for the safety of
yeah.
He's the human Torch in an Iron Man suit, essentially, right?
Sort of.
And like, that's just cool. That's just cool, right? I definitely think that like, I saw an ad, like an old like Cartoon Network ad, where it was Humongosaur, and then like one of the Cartoon Network blocks falls on him, and like pushes it off, and then a bigger one falls, and he turns it to Ultimate Humongosaur, and then he like destroys it by punching it, and then a bigger one falls, and he turns it to NRG, and he makes it explode with his laser. He's a very simple alien, but he's very effective. Just a massive laser beam. That's all you need. That's so cool. I love the furnace. I love the furnace visor that he's got. It's so cool. He's so cool. I love him.
He's a big bulky boy.
And the first time you see him come out of his suit was pretty neat. So
hey, like they rip him out of it, and then he's like, sucker.
Yeah. Like,
and then I'm pretty sure after that he can just freely like get out of the suit. Like that's just something he can do now.
Yeah.
You could just unclick it, get out, and cause whatever chaos he wants, and then go back into it. The thing I love about him is that, like, unlike some aliens that probably should have some repercussions being around, like near, like Heat Blast, where it's been shown that like Heat Blast can like touch things and not, I don't know, it's
completely
weird sometimes.
Set them on fire.
Yeah, or just melt someone's face off just by being like near him. Energy has a good reason for being in that suit. Because of the radiation.
Right.
If you're too close, that's it, man.
You
Game
toast.
over. Get ready for stage 4 or whatever.
You burnt toast.
But yeah, right. and like I love how each of them have its own pros and cons. With the suit, he's basically nigh indestructible, but he's slow. Given that he was trying to chase someone down and he tried to go for accelerate or fast track, I think.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He turned into energy, and then he's just like slowly running, and then he like just hauls to a stop. He's like, really?
Really? Oh gosh. All right, so
energy's great though.
I think he is too. And
the thing is, do you like the armored version or the unarmored version?
To be fair, the unarmored version looks more like a Scooby-Doo villain.
It looks like the I know what you're talking about. That freaking the solar looking guy in the snow episode.
Yeah. he does look like him. But that gives him props for me. They may have. But because of that only helps this case with me. I've always thought that though. But I think like you guys, I love him too.
As obviously powerful as his unarmored version is, the armored version has more charm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say this, and I don't know if you guys are going to agree or not. I believe that he is A-tier material. And I actually, if I was going to place him, I'd either put him above or below Upchuck, depending on, things. So what do you guys think?
I definitely say he's A-tier. Dang, that would make 2 aliens with 2 separate like freaking looks or modes. in the same tier.
Right next to each other too, if it's the way I want it. I just for me, I could go either way because I love Upchuck. Like I really do. I don't. You know what? I just talked myself out of that. I would put him behind Upchuck.
What are you thinking, Grim?
I was actually gonna say like potential for S tier. I want to say S tier because again, I absolutely adore the armored form. But I want to say high A tier. I was honestly gonna say above Ultimate Humongosaur.
Wow.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, actually. Huge limb. So get the hacks already.
You're not gonna say
I would
above.
say the unarmored version goes right behind Ultimate Humongosaur, and the armored version goes in S tier.
Really split them up, huh? Well, I mean,
Interesting.
the difference is they are different apart.
Because unlike
Yeah.
Upchuck, they are different. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Upchuck is the same either way. Oh man, I don't know
it's
if I
just
could
the way
go
they eat
S tier.
things.
If I go S tier, he's got to be bottom. I don't
That's
put.
fine. I'm
I-
just saying, like, the armored version is just so cool. And yeah, the unarmored version is literally better. Because, I mean, what can you really do to a sentient ball of radiation?
Right.
But at the same time, like, it isn't always about power.
No, he's got a coolness factor, even though he's hotter than you know what. All right. So, would you be okay with the unarmored version behind Ultimate Humongosaur?
I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'll be honest. I was gonna put the unarmored version even lower than that because I really don't like that version that much. I love the armor and I love the glow that
Give him
he
stick there,
gives.
Phoenix, you put him above Ultimate Swampfire.
Well, it split it into two different boxes now that we put an extra one in there. So now S tier just grew to two layers like an onion. I beat you to it.
Look at that. Right below the goat.
Look, it kind of looks like that they're both even, with top of S. Not really.
And
But all
anybody's imagination, sure.
All right, so it doesn't matter to me because you guys are going to have to announce the two different versions in two different areas. So, that being said, we move on to our second to last alien.
Chameleon.
I
Ben literally never used them. Like, aside from like when they arrested the guy again, and like Ben turned into him, and it was like a poor joke.
yeah.
He's like, look, it's Chameleon.
Oh
Or no, he didn't say Chameleon. He said Overkill.
yeah.
Because I think they were like making fun of him, like always like shouting out the alien's name or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
I think that was a different episode. But like he was like, look, I'm gonna call this alien Overkill, but like no, it's not. And actually, I don't think Ben ever named Chameleon Chameleon. That was actually Albedo.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I mean, like he literally appeared. Ben turned into him once for like a small gag,
and he's not even
and
important
then
enough to give a name. So,
and then Albedo literally turned into Chameleon, said Chameleon, and then just kind of turned invisible and ran. I
yeah.
don't know, somewhere. Uh, like that's literally it. That's all this guy shows, at least as a transformation. In terms of the episode that he was revolved around in, he goes invisible, escapes, looks for revenge, holds the general guy hostage, and that's literally it.
Yeah, there's not much to this guy. And
Aside from going invisible, and I guess he has a stinger on his tail. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he has a stinger. That's literally all he does, and he never appears again. The only time the species ever appears again is in Omniverse with the French chameleon chick. I
mhm.
forgot what her name was, but she does appear. She has chameleon's abilities, and that's That's it.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. Like, she was pretty cool though. I did like her. But still,
It was fine, but she was literally a low ball in
Yeah.
terms of like the rogue list.
I mean, she was just a little bottom feeder, like that would steal. Like, she did her job fairly well until she got caught. But yeah, I don't have much. I can care less about this character because, like you said, it's more of a joke character than anything, and we don't see. Now this could be like the top tiered of all aliens, and we would never know because we didn't even see jack squat from Ben. So I don't think that's the case though. But Grim, what do you
There
think?
was like again, I think it's his picture here. Like, yeah, it's his portrait. Like it's like, concept art. He was going to be involved in all that, but like, it just didn't go through. It's like Jet Ray. Like Jet Ray also had art, but it's just, I think it was after the show. I think it was like, yeah, draw them in your style to see how they would have looked like if they were in the show.
Yeah.
I love his design. Literally does nothing.
Yeah, like
He's-
his design
he's
is the
D-tier.
only thing he has going for him. He literally does nothing. He did nothing compared to Spitter.
I think he goes below Ultimate Wild Mutt.
As to where Spitter at least has
No.
the impressive
Nope.
feat.
Ha!
Where Spitter has the impressive feat of pushing Vilgax back, a future Vilgax who was enhanced. All Chameleon does is go invisible and run away from Kevin and Gwen.
Yeah. That's my look on it. I know Grim doesn't agree with it, but I say bottom of D for me.
No, I'd say it would be funny if you put him below Ultimate Wild Mutt, considering Ultimate Wild Mutt is the one that
That
kind
beat
of had
him.
him there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But at least his design is actually good.
I don't know, Phoenix. We have the opportunity to do something really funny.
I hate you
here.
both.
We
I hate
do.
you both.
We do.
I hate you both. I'm gonna break the contract. I'll say it.
You'll get muted. So, I already said where I place him. It's literally in your hands, Arson.
Do you want to flip a coin?
Roll the dice. If you roll a d20, if you roll above a 15, he goes above Ultimate Wild Mutt. If you roll below, so 1 to 14, he goes below Ultimate Wild Mutt. 15 to 20, he goes above. This is where you're gonna get a good roll, and it's gonna tick me off.
All right. Let's see the dice decide. What is that? Well, Grim, it's your lucky day. 16.
Are you serious? So
I better
True
get,
garbage stays in the trash.
2 out of 3.
I better get some. 2 out of 3. All right, let me roll it one last time.
Oh, hey now, what? Sir, that was not part
That's
of the
an 11.
negotiations.
That's
All
an
right.
11. All right, let's roll
All
it
right, final
one
roll,
last time. This is for all the beans.
Come on.
A critical one.
Was it really? Oh,
No, it was a 6.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that'd been funny. All right, so since we didn't make those above
Rules.
the rules,
It's all right, mate. We were just pranking you.
Exactly. He's still
Getting
going
your
above
blood
Ultimate
pressure up
Wild
for
Mutt,
no
but my
reason.
gosh, that would have been great.
We love doing a little trolling.
Evil. How dare you give people the worst alien of all time, even the light of day, to even
It's funny.
shine
It's funny
for
because
a fraction.
I knew it was a joke because freaking Phoenix already placed them, and since you can't see it, he already had them placed. We were just messing with you, and I went along with it.
That's my boy right there. I tell you what, yeah. If you just
My
weren't on
revenge for
PlayStation the whole time,
ruining my freaking Silent Hill bit.
he did do that, didn't he?
He did.
All right. Well, we've got our bottom of D secure still. But we still have some other ones down here that could go down there. You know, to be fair, I'd place all of the reboot ones below Ultimate Wild Mutt. So
No.
that being said, we're on our last one, and who might
The
that be?
replacement for the best flyer,
Yeah,
Astrodactyl.
and we already know Grimm's already like getting all excited about it because it's a freaking dinosaur. But
They are, I think, if
Absolutely.
I read somewhere correctly, they are native to Humongosaur's homeworld. So,
that would make sense, actually.
but
All
yeah, Astrodactyl.
Not a big fan. Sorry, never
I never really
happened.
recall much scenes aside from the fact where Ben pulled up to No Watch Ben as Astrodactyl.
Okay, I like his look, and the way he speaks is not bad. Makes my throat hurt. But overall, he replaced, probably like you said, the best flyer, and I'm not a big fan of him. Like, he's okay. Like, it's like I don't hold him in contempt as much as I do Blocks. You guys know how I feel about Blocks, and even then, we still placed him in B. So, that being said, Grim, tell us your love for him.
I like Astrodactyl. He's a really solid alien. I mean, there's not much to say. Like I'm not gonna say he's a better Jet Ray, but I like him more than Jet Ray.
It's because he's a dinosaur.
Exactly.
I know.
But like, I will say this: I don't like the fact that his flight comes from a jetpack. I think that's stupid. He is a dinosaur. Let his supersonic speeds come from, I don't know, the wings that he has.
He has laser whips.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, and that's also a Monster Hunter reference. But like he's cool. I like his design. I just don't like the jetpack. I prefer. I don't like any alien that messes with tech unless they're like tech based themselves. Kind of like how Upgrade is. You know what I mean? Like Upgrade isn't organic.
Nano machine, son.
Essentially, yeah. But yeah, no. Like he's cool. I like him.
Come on, you don't like a dinosaur from the prehistoric era with a jetpack?
Anyways, I'd like to place him below Jet Ray, if you please.
Above Mustache?
To be fair, it is a good design.
But he got the best stash.
Found the mustache defender. Anyways, if you want to be literal about it, then fine. I would place him below Stinkfly, because I do like Stinkfly better.
Yeah. But then you got... Okay.
Wait, you think Kick and Hawk is better?
I was going to try to make an argument, but I really can't. I mean, to be fair, I think Kick and Hawk is better than him.
All I need is some feed and I win.
But I will agree to your terms at behind Stinkfly. Depending on what Grim says.
I'm not gonna fight too hard over it.
I'm not gonna fight too hard, but I am gonna say this. I think he should be above Chromosome.
That's
how much I like his design.
That's a load of bollocks. Recall some scenes for me then. What has he done? What has he done? Go ahead.
Like I said, it's just the design. I never said he had good scenes.
All right then. I guess case closed. He's not making a valid point.
That's
I don't know, man. He's got the laser whips. That's a Monster Hunter reference. So
I know I said powers and everything, but so is design. Design can't be all.
Hold on.
If it's a good design, it can be.
He just critiqued having advanced weaponry on something like this. Like, and he did not like that, but now he goes for the laser whips. What?
Stinkfly's all natural.
Well, if he goes above Chromosome for him, And to be fair, I still wasn't sitting right with where you placed him. I think he definitely goes behind Kick and Hawk.
I'm not gonna pretend that and say that he doesn't have any good scenes. I'm very certain, if I remember, Astrodactyl does have some good scenes, but at the same time, compare it to freaking Stinkfly or Jet Ray. Like, it's kind of a no-brainer to me. Again, the design is solid, but is it better than Stinkfly and Jet Ray? Sure, it might be
Yes.
to you. It might be to some others, and that's completely fine. But when it comes to the vast majority, you're overruled.
I'm trying to decide where that would place him though. If I take it behind Kick and Hawk and you put him above Kick and Hawk and you put him above Chromostome. Oh gosh, does that put him above
He's behind
Mustache?
Ultimate Wild Mode.
that's it. No, does that put him above Mustache?
I use my unannounced free tier placement card and slam it down on the table to place him behind Ultimate Wild.
If you would have had that, you would have used that on Echo.
I would have done it to save him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But Grim wouldn't let me have it. And now he's sitting here spitting that bollocks that he's above everybody in C. Above Echo, above Jet Ray. No!
Design-wise, I like him more than Jet Ray. Jet Ray has a good design, but Astrodactyl has a better one.
Because you prefer dinosaurs over manta
Yes!
rays.
All right, so I'm trying to. Oh gosh,
Toss you in the Jurassic era.
There. I would say that put him here, like with
Above
his one
the mustache boy.
where I didn't want him.
The only one losing here really is you.
I know. Oh well, I mean, to be fair, he wants him in B, but 2 C's and a B doesn't mesh. But it does pull him up higher. So
you could have made an argument. You just sat there and you contemplated where it should go because everybody apparently made all their decisions, but you still had yours.
I did.
You could have made a case.
To be fair,
cracked open the evidence folder and literally dropped all of the facts.
He's okay looking to me. I do like his aesthetics. The jetpack is stupid. I 100% agree on that. Which to me lowers him down. He's not used a huge amount of the time. He is used here and there, but he's really just the Omniverse anyways. So, but
yeah, Omniverse exclusive and still went above Stinkfly.
Yeah, I just don't see him being able to go that high. Like, if I was, like I said, if I was to place him, I already said where I'd place him. So, oh man, I guess that's where we're gonna have to put him. So above Mustache.
There's no arguing anymore. You already put him down. There's literally no point.
No,
whatever reasoning you pull out now is void and null because
I placed him. So all right, so there you guys have it. There's our 7 for this week. If you are watching on YouTube, like I said, it should have already popped up, and you should be seeing our updated list. And that's pretty much it for this week, guys. We'll be back we got 4 left. 4. And next week, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler, but next week, we are going to do 7 more aliens. You're welcome. Next week, we're going to have a certain person that likes to take apart things really, really fast. And whatnot.
That's how you try and hype up the people, by teasing Jerry Rig?
Yes,
Come
I like Jerry Rig.
Now.
I like Jerry Rig. The battery? Do you want me to just be like, hey, we've got a green and black battery that we're going to be hyping up next week?
Yeah, because Buzzshock has history with the show at least.
Okay. Fair point.
Appeared at literally the first season.
What about a turtle that spins, huh?
No, don't disrespect my favorite Andromeda alien.
All right, what about the Sylvester Stallone alien? Hey,
all I'm telling you right now is that, D tier isn't entirely safe. Someone could still very much go below Ultimate Wild, but...
Oh, I agree, 100%. And if it's funny, I'll definitely go with you on that, just so you know. Don't tell Grim, though.
It'll be our little secret.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to let us know about your comments, by your comments about our placement, please feel free to let us know. We probably
your comments.
We probably won't take them serious unless you know what? I'll give it a viewer's choice. If you guys say we move Echo up, then we will. I'm kidding. No, we've already set it in stone. We can't do that. But yeah, other than that, we out, guys. See you next week for another really long episode. See you then.
Wait, hold on a second. No, never mind.